Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, okay, I want to go give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashum, Harakak Badash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord, wherever you at, pushing out this word and truth. All right, pushing, like the scripture say, pushing out this gospel. All right. This gospel shall reach into the ends of the earth, and then shall the end come, roughly paraphrasing in Matthew 24. All right. And to the families of the men of the Lord, wherever you at, doing what you're supposed to, wish you a shalom. All right. This is going to be a quick sit down, okay? All right. We're going to go into some news, all right? Because what's going on with this war, okay, it's affecting, these ships, okay, these global ships that transport goods and things of necessity, okay, that these countries need, especially Babylon the Great, all right, which is America according to the scriptures. All right, so without these ships bringing bringing different things over, oil and different resources. Without that, that's going to affect the economy. Okay. So I looked up what's the negative effects of war. So this before we gonna get into the article. This gonna be a real quick lesson. All right. So it says, putting aside the very real human costs, war has also serious economic costs. Okay. And if you don't know, Babylon the Great America is not in the position, it's not in the best position right now to go to war. They're low on manpower, don't have the bank, don't have the money really to really go to war and afford this type of, that type of spending. Okay, this it's in debt. All right, this place is in debt. All right, its own citizens. There's like a percentage, if you go on Google, of how many Americans don't trust their own government. I think it's over 50%. Oh, so over 50% of Americans don't trust their own government. Okay. All right. So, people don't see the point in going to, getting into the military anymore. They just, and then they have examples. They have family members that served time and came back home and have nothing to show for it. So they're like, damn, shit, So it says, putting aside the very real human costs, war has also serious economic costs, damage to infrastructure, a decline in the working population, inflation, shortages, uncertainty, a rise in debt, and disruption to normal economic activity. Let's see what else it say. The wars also, how does war negatively affect the economy? The wars have also impacted interest rates charged to borrowers by banks and other creditors. All right. And we see the effects of this now in 2024. All aspects of life, it's affecting people. This war is affecting these Americans and and other people of these other nations. Okay, so it says this is the result of war spending financed entirely by debt. So it say which has contributed to a higher ratio of national debt to gross domestic product and subsequent rising long-term interest rates. Okay. Let's see what else it says. All right, it's pretty much saying the same thing. Okay, I just wanted to let me see, what are 3 disadvantages of war? All right, loss of human lives and suffering. Wars brings immeasurable loss of human lives. All right, both military personnel and innocent civilians. Okay. All right. So destruction of infrastructure and resources, political instability and conflict, economic burden. All right. And the doomsday clock has been moved to 90 seconds, midnight. So they letting people know like shit about to hit the fan. Okay. This about this this a lit news outlet I follow on end time headline on Instagram. Okay. But I just want to get this. It's a lot of news. I can just fly through it, but I ain't gonna do it like that. Focus on one thing at a time. So the crisis in the Red Sea threatens to disrupt global supply chains even more than the pandemic. Okay? And there's tons of articles on this, which I'm not gonna go into those articles. You can go into it for yourself. But I'm just, you know, hit the point and move on. So all right. It says, okay. Do you remember the supply chain problems that we experienced during the darkest days of the COVID pandemic? Well, now we are being warned that the crisis in the Red Sea could have actually disrupt global supply chains to an even greater degree. All right, yeah. So you have major things happening that never happened before. All right. Oh, let's get some scriptures. Okay. This is a new thing. All right, new thing in the earth, as far as them not being able to transport with their ships, by sea to different countries. All right, so that's being put on a halt. All right. So this second Ezra's 15. I just want the part about the famine and stuff. All right. And this ultimately, all credit goes to the Lord. All right. All credit goes to Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay. So the second Ezra's 15 and 5. Second Ezra's 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. So all these different plagues that the Lord, and the Lord is activating these plagues, right now. Okay. We're in the end times. We're in the last days where all these different prophetic visions are going to happen. They're going to manifest. Okay. They're going to come to pass. Okay. And they're going to come to pass through different ways, various ways. All right. Like a domino effect. Okay. So behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay. So this place is finished. All right. This place is finished. Okay. And all right, and this is gonna bring. I'm gonna read 14, and that'll be it. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Okay, that woe goes into destruction. All right, destruction. That's bad news. That's bad news. Whenever you see that word woe in the scriptures, that's bad news. Okay, you know. And people of the world, they say "whoa" and don't really know what it means. They, when they greet each other, they say "whoa." That just shows you how backwards and how backwards Babylon, this society is. Esau, he purposely he turns everything upside down, flip it around, and these people are lost in the sauce. You know, just like with the word cult. Oh man, people get irate when they hear certain words because Esau, he know how to play on these uh people's emotions. Like he'll use certain words, like when they addressing the us Hebrew Israelites. They say black Hebrew Israelites because that word black has a negative connotation to it. It has a negative meaning. Okay, and we're not black. We're different shades of brown. But as to repeat myself, they always use certain words to play on people's emotion because they know the average person don't research a definition of words. The average person is not about to understand what this word mean, what that word means. So when they use it, they're just going based off how it sound and how it look, surface level, you know. But woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So nothing but destruction, all right, is coming to Babylon the Great, and these other nations that make up, all right, and that make up and form, this new age rebirth of the ancient Roman Empire. The 7 heads and 10 horns, all right, which is the 7 heads being NATO and the 10 horns being the EU, all right, and we know that great whore is Babylon the Great America, which influences, uh, uh, you know, economically, politically, and from a religious standpoint, all right, it influences all these other nations, all right, that golden city. So with that, want to end it. And give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Harakakadash. All right, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well. All right, and to the men of the Lord, doing the same, teaching the same. Mighty Shalom to the families of the men of the Lord. Wish for Shalom.